peace, happy now. Now's the vibrate, of course. You're not going too far in the future. Not going too far in the past. Right now. Right now, we got this new moon. Matter of fact, we're having two new moons in the month of July. One coming in at the beginning on the 2nd of July, and then one coming later in the month. And then two eclipses as well. This one being a solar. Uh, the new moon has a solar eclipse with it, so basically it's where the moon is going to block out the sun. And basically, it symbolizes just that energetically. You know, of course, the not only it's Cancer season, so the sun is in Cancer, but the moon, this new moon, is going to be in Cancer too. So and Cancer is ruled by the sun. I mean, by the moon. Excuse me, Leo is ruled by the sun. Cancer is ruled by the moon. As a matter of fact, they're right alongside each other too. No coincidence. But anyway, uh, the energies are going to be a strong moon energy. And again, when the moon is blotting out the sun, that's almost like, so say for instance, the sun deals with like pride, identity, leadership, self-confidence, radiance, how you express yourself. How do you express yourself outwardly into this world? You know what I'm saying? 'Cause when we think about, the light, and not no bad thing when I talk about like the Lucifer aspect, there's no good or bad, right or wrong with that. But Lucifer energy does represent the light, the sun, and the morning star, which is the Christ and the Lucifer aspect. But that sun is how we present ourselves, almost like our ego in essence, and that's why like the Leo energy ruled by the sun could become like prideful and kind of somewhat in the ego in that sense from the pride. Again, trying to show. Pride is like I'm proud of showing people this certain energy outwardly. You know what I'm saying? But the moon is blocking that, so meaning mama saying, look, that mother energy, that intuitive psychic energy, like, all right, look, I understand the pride, the leadership, the confidence, the expressiveness, but it's time to kind of be a little reflective. And new moons point to in most cases what they call destructive magic. And not looking at it in a derogatory way, but you're dealing with removing things during the new moon in essence. Like and also reflection. You know, reflecting on releasing certain self-sabotaging habits and things of this nature. And the Cancer energy deals with basically like the moon energy, but it deals with security, nurturing, security, like a crab could go in a shell, to protect itself. Nurturing energy, that mother-like energy, intuitive energy, uh, the imagination is and comes into play, and protectiveness. So, and emotions, of course, couldn't forget that, because again, the moon deals with waters, and the waters, it's like the emotional connection. Hence why satellite, helps to stabilize emotions, because satellite is made out of sodium, and sodium helps to stabilize the water in the body. You know, and again, the reason why the moon affects us, so strongly too, is because of the water in our body, just like it affects the tides of the ocean. Speaking of that, matter of fact, so we, with this new moon and Cancer / eclipse, again with the eclipse energy, it's like saying, hey, we understand, again, the moon and the sun is going to be in Cancer, so it's like we understand how you express the Cancer energy outwardly, but it's time to tap into that Cancer energy inwardly, and not only tap into it, but find new ways of connecting with this energy. You know what I'm saying? On a deep inward level. Dealing with how you go about, security, dealing with your imagination and your intuition, dealing with your emotions, it's dealing with these aspects in a new way, And again, the new moon, reflective of the change. That's why the moon in the new moon stage, it's like the moon got its back to us. I always say that, like, You're seeing the dark side of it because it's sitting down with his back turned, like, hey, I'm trying to, not trying, I'm getting my shit together, you know what I'm saying? I'm sitting down, writing out affirmations, doing a little sigil magic, doing what it is in my little realm to go inward. And, again, because the inward world, and world like a tourist field, the inward world shapes the outward world, you know what I'm saying? As above, so below, as within, so without. So what goes on inside of us, you know, dictate, our thoughts, and our subconscious mind creates. So whatever our subconscious mind is programmed to, and whatever thoughts we're occupying a lot, whatever emotions we're giving off is what sends signals to this matrix to bring certain things within our reality, you know what I'm saying? Literally, again, you're sending out signals. And yeah, we could do affirmations and visualizations, but it's more than just that, it's you manifest who you are more so than what you want. You know what I'm saying? What vibration that you're giving off is what you're gonna manifest. You can say I want this all you want. And even when saying, you gotta even be careful when we use the word want with affirming, because it's almost like saying I don't have it. You kinda you should be affirming as if you have it already, and feeling the emotion as if you have it already. But again, we're gonna be reflected in matter of fact, and Cancer deals with home, and home in that sense, is gonna have like this energy is gonna feel like you're doing somewhere root chakra work, dealing with the family, new ways of connecting and dealing with family. We're not gonna be connecting the same way we used to with family members and situations, so we redoing that. And also tradition, you know, new ways of dealing with our tradition and cultures, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of things, the only thing that's constant is change. And, as much as we do use certain, aspects of our, ancestors, culture, things of this nature, some aspects of it is also changing, so embracing, the change in aspects of tradition and culture, like new way, again, new moon, new ways of tapping into that energy, and what else? The family aspect, again, like matter of fact, dealing with your whatever represents the motherly energy within your realm, whether you still have a mother to deal with, or some type of guardian, or somebody that just reminds you of your mother who you deal with, you know what I'm saying? It'll be like a new way to, not say new way again, but in essence, because again, the eclipse is allowing for us to, shed a lot of old stuff and step into, to transform, you know. The eclipse brings forth a strong transformation, and most eclipse energies last 6 months after it even comes. So another thing too is making sure, whatever magic we're dealing with, whether candle magic, crystal gridding, sigil making, whatever, realizing whatever we're dealing with, energy is gonna ring out for about 6 months, just like a music note, like where you, like you hit a music note, let's say, and although, say for instance, they're gonna have other full moons, new moons after this new moon, same thing with, again, hitting a little, like a little xylophone note or something, boom, and then you could hit a other note, you could hit a new note after that, but that first note you hit still gonna have some little resonance, you know what I'm saying, until it dwindles out, you know what I'm saying. In essence, like a singing bowl, because everything is vibration, so that's the aspect of it. But tapping into the nurturing vibe and how you take care of yourself and nurture yourself, you know what I'm saying, new ways of dealing with that, might want to start doing pedicures and manicures now, something like that, start going to doing yoga or something more, you know what I'm saying, again, realizing, just because you it's all aspects that go into our being spiritual, spiritually wise, just because because we eat healthy don't be the end all be all. Just because we do yoga don't mean the end all be all. It's like implementing different factors, but again, whatever's unique to your being, first and foremost as well. You know, but new ways of dealing with our imagination. Tapping into the imagination realm, and and new ways of being imaginative. Not so much of the expression of it, but I mean, your imagination in most cases will get expressed, indirectly. But again, with the eclipse coming, it's not so much about how we express things outwardly. Again, it's blocking out the sun, like saying, hey, fuck the way, excuse my diction, forget the way you're expressing yourself outwardly with this Cancer energy. It's about tapping into how this Cancer energy is, you know, uh, being interfaced with internally, and finding again new ways to tap into that energy. And deals with the emotions, new ways of dealing with the emotions, being nurturing, you know, uh, also again, the protectiveness, being in the home, like new ways of being protective, like how you gonna set boundaries, you know what I'm saying, and have healthy boundaries, like the crab in the shell, got that protective shell, making sure them boundaries is set, you know what I'm saying, making sure, nothing can harm it in that sense. So, again, new ways of dealing with the healthy boundaries as well, and just a lot of, deep inner subconscious, certain little shadows may, come up in this time. Again, the eclipse energy is saying not what you outwardly show people, what's really going on inside of you. Reflect on what's really going on inside of you, and dealing and looking at new ways to connect with these energies and interface and deal with these energies internally, and on the subconscious realm as well, because the moon in essence deals with the subconscious realm, like that dark side or inner, that inner underworld, that aspect of us that's the again, not the conscious mind, because the conscious mind is almost, and I say almost, it's in connection with the sun, again, and the sun is being blotted out in this eclipse, So, that's basically it, Again, nothing too deep. Matter of fact, let me get my other little check for this little note. See, I don't have anything else for it, but I think that's it. I remember writing some little aspects down on the receipt. Y'all know how I get down. My little receipt paper be my little quick note paper. Let's see. But yeah, it's basically, again, the importance of it, again, ringing out 6 months from now, from here on out. Let's see, where is it? Oh, I guess I don't have it on these notes. That's basically it. Because I definitely know the focus is going to be on family and traditions, you know, and shaking that world up, so to speak. Again, new moon, new ways of dealing with these things, and new moon also again deals with, destructive magic, and destructive magic meaning more so is about releasing. Constructive magic is like what you're trying to add to your picture, you know what I'm saying, and amplify and bring into your realm. hence, dealing with that going into the full moon, and you're trying to fill up, it's like bringing that aspect of the moon energy to light in essence, you know. While the new moon is more so again on a reflective type of energy. Yeah, I think that's it. That's all I have to say about that. And just in general, we constantly, shifting and changing and dealing with new ways of doing things just generally, and these different planetary transits and things of this nature is, helping us work on certain areas at certain times, you know what I'm saying, and helping us to become our greatest version, you know. But that's basically it, y'all. New moon slash solar eclipse, which I don't know where, what places we'll be able to actually see, the moon in front of the sun in that essence, you know. But it is eclipse again, with a solar eclipse, and solar eclipse meaning the sun is getting eclipsed, meaning, something is clipping its energy in essence. You know what I'm saying? That's another way to look at it as well, like clipping that sun energy, and it's about the moon, like, you know what I'm saying, and tapping into the emotions and your inner development, subconscious realm, intuition, psychic levels, of dealing with your being. Not so much the hands-on, action-oriented, because even though Mars is more of the, hands-on, physical aspect, the sun is kind of somewhat in that connection, or, because matter of fact, Mars deals with a fire sign, and the sun technically is like a ball of fire, and kind of deals with that same energy. So again, just deep inner reflection, but we out here. Matter of fact, meditating outside more. Yep, new ways, inward. But peace, y'all. Happy now. Now is the vibrative course. We're not going too far in the future. We're not going too far in the past. Right now. Peace, y'all. Only thing that exists is this moment. That's it.